And I am banned from Dota. Not actually banned from Dota, but that is my name. And I will be doing my best to keep the attention of y'all throughout this game. And we're starting things off with a Katarina ban. Not sure if that's a target ban or not.
Yeah, it's not something I've actually seen from Cavendish's
Want me to wait while you go get them?
So it'll be interesting to see why they wanted to get with that ban there early.
And I like the Poppy ban because my boy Death's Design, he's a Poppy main. He's got 244 games played on Poppy. He is definitely riding the Poppy train into the diamond scene.
If he's not playing Lollipoppy, he's not doing it right.
No, dude, you gotta get that gothic Poppy going. You gotta get that gothic Poppy going.
Malzahar ban there too. That's I believe you may have said before, Blade SD plays a lot of Malzahar.
He does play a lot of Malzahar. It's not his best winning or most winning champion, but it is his most played. So I'm assuming he probably has a reputation within this tournament as being a Malzahar champion or a Malzahar player. Excuse me. And the Twitch ban against the king himself. What do you think about that one?
I do believe King Goldchains has played quite a bit of Twitch. Not entirely sure about it. The thing is with some of the OP.GGs is not all of them really showed what they really can fully play here.
Yeah, and so the Urgot first pick, we got things like Maokai, we got things like Galio, and we've got some of these really powerful ADs, but they prioritize the Urgot. Why do you think that is?
Well, in my experience, since we obviously have played against AD Cuties here, we know that Tiny Tally likes to play his Garion and likes to play his Darius, likes to play those Juggernauts. I think Urgot, even though I haven't seen him as much, really likes to play against some of those champions, being a ranged Juggernaut himself, but we'll see how that goes, because right now he's currently taking Ignite, which I'd assume would switch over to TP.
Yeah,
Any thoughts on this Rek'Sai pick here, though?
I am a huge Rek'Sai fan. Unfortunately, my team's jungler doesn't really play much. He's starting to add it to his pool, but I think Rek'Sai brings some amazing early game pressure, but she scales pretty well into the late game too. Not as hard of a scaler as your typical tanks in the jungle, like your Sejuani and your Gragas, but she definitely brings some heavy CC to the table, and her level 2 ganks are really strong. But the retaliation pick with the Warwick and the Morgana Black Shield, so whenever he's leaping in, not only can he not get countered while he's diving, he can't get countered while he's inside of his ulti suppression. What do you think about that?
That's going to be interesting to see. Hopefully they pull that off as they intend to. It's interesting to see both comps sort of coming together already here. Looks, so far, normally with what we've seen in this tournament a lot, and in this league as a whole, is a lot of team fight heavy play, but right now, I'm not really getting that feeling. It feels a lot more pick oriented, and it'll be interesting to see what these last two picks are. They've picked top, jungle, and mid in one case, and Morg could be flexed to support as well.
Yeah, I would assume that that's a Morg support, but it looks like they're 100% going for the CC lockdown. You've got the Urgot global suppression, and you just grind them up, and then they're dead. They're dead, dude. They can't do anything. There's nothing more tilting than seeing them chains come across your screen, and the screen goes gray, and Urgot lets out that nasty laugh, man. And then you got Warwick in the back laughing like a hyena. God knows he's running that hyena skin. But we see the Orianna target ban as well after that Blade. That's his second most played champion, and they're really not prioritizing the mid lane pool here. From Blade's side, he's pretty confident in his pool, even though he's been focused now with three bans. The Aurelion Soul too. That's a pretty large target ban, because I don't think I've ever seen an Aurelion Soul ban in my time in this tournament.
It really makes you think that AD Cuties is doubling down, assuming that that Morg is support, because otherwise they just wasted a bunch of bans.
Yeah, and I would, I mean, if they could be playing me 100%, man, and if they are, then you're mind reader of the year because I definitely, I mean, oh, definitely. Okay, now it's a Morg support because she's got the puddle with the guaranteed root. Not sure that I like
There you have it.
the heavy root with the oh god, what's her name, Zaya ulti, but. You know, I mean, they might make it work. They might make it work. And yeah, the Galio mid. Okay, okay. What do you think about that one?
Going up against an Annie, I think that's definitely a good pick. Galio definitely, whether he's built tanky or not, could survive quite a bit of that burst from Annie. So uh, I don't look to see too much happen mid lane. I think the most interesting matchup for me is actually going to be top lane with that Urgot. Whichever one of
See,
those wins top lane is going to be able to sort of run amok on the other team later in the game.
I would agree with you, and I think that because of that, the matchup for this game isn't actually going to be top lane. I think top lane's going to be the one running amok, but I think the jungle is going to be the defining factor in this game. Whoever can gank the opposing top laner and get
Yes,
their own,
yes.
excuse me, their friendly top laner ahead and get that steam rolling.
The only thing is if there's no jungle pressure in top lane and it's just left Urgot versus Garen, especially Urgot's taking Ignite here, I definitely would take Urgot in that. Especially given that he has the long range execution, so Garen's
Yeah,
has to be pretty close for that.
my boy Death here, he knows what's up, man. Or Tiny Tally, excuse me. Tiny Tally or Tiny Tally? It's two L's. I'm gonna say Tally. Tiny Tally. He better watch out. I mean, I agree with you with the Ignite, and there's nothing more scary than an Urgot because those people don't play him. So whenever you do see an Urgot coming out, you know that the person's experienced, especially in a tournament game like this. What are we in, quarterfinals?
This is quarterfinal play-in, so
Quarterfinal play-ins. Yeah, you don't pick a champion like Urgot unless you're confident in it, unless you've been practicing with it too. But again, could just be blowing my mind with a random pick, but I don't think that that's the case.
right now we're waiting on the spectator delays. You guys should be able to see there on the stream. Uh, Now here's the big question: which team comp do you favor here in a team fight?
In a team fight, I don't really favor either of these teams. I mean, I guess I would say the man. Let me see. Okay, so I think this game is going to hinge 100% on who can get the first pick. You know, you got the Sona Flash, you've got the Annie Flash ulti, both of them looking to make plays off the ulti. So I look for some pretty early Ionian boots out of Sona so she can get those flash initiations. But I'm not sure if that's actually meta now. I don't even think Sona is meta. It's sad that I'm a support main and I don't even know my own meta. But I think that if Warwick can get the Black Shield, can get an ulti target in the back, and then keep the Black Shield so that he can eat the Annie stun, and then you get the Galio in. I think that that's going to be as far as team fights are going to be concerned. I think that's the winning team fight there. But I don't know. What's your thoughts?
Honestly, it's hard for me to really pick. I mean, I can see if Cavendish is able to pull off a good multi stun alt, whether it's a flash or not, it's just a matter of how well can Blade SD maybe get in with his Galio alt, or maybe Warwick comes leaping out of the bushes or something like that.
Oh yeah, you want to talk about bushes too? You got the Garen bushes, man. You know them bushes are hiding every Garen.
Yeah, it'll be just interesting to see how well whether Cavendish or Han Han probably are likely going to engage, and then how well Memento Mori as a team or individually, however they can probably counter engage. Because I mean, even though they have the picks, they just don't have as strong of a pick for multi-target CC. I mean, you have a Morg Snare. Sure, that one person isn't allowed to play League of Legends for the next 3 years whenever they get hit by it.
Very true, very true.
It's a single person route. And the same, Jin, yeah, he might add an extra year onto that snare, but, it's again, just single target. It's the same thing with the Warwick, so it'll be interesting to see sort of how they play around this, if they're able to sort of turn picks around, or if they maybe get a good Galio ult or taunt to maybe sort of counter engage it, because I don't really see them being able to engage in a full team fight. They definitely need to rely on their picks.
Yeah, I'd say if I'm Memento Mori and we're looking for fighting 5v5, I'm Memento Mori. I want to be the initiator because I have the black shield. And if I'm Ad Cuties, I want to wait for that initiation so I can burn through that black shield, or I can stall it out, and then I want to lock them down whenever they do decide to fight. Because I think that Ad Cuties have the better peeling comp with the Sona, with the Rek'Sai, the knockups, and then she peels back. You got the feathers, because God knows it. You keep running into those feathers, you're getting stunned, and they stack pretty strongly too. And I mean, even Tibbers too. You get a Rylai's Crystal Scepter on Tibbers, man. She waves that staff around like she's nobody's business. Tibbers is going ham. So I don't know. I think to be honest, both of these team comps kind of confuse me, but I think it's going to make for some interesting League of Legends nonetheless.
Of course, just in the loading screen here, you get a good look at all these skins here. We have the most amazing splash art in League of Legends right now with that Crab God. Giant
And I would
enemy
just,
Crab God.
I'm gonna give him a shout out to my boy Zesty. He isn't running the Hyena Warwick. I'm going to assume that was a misclick because God knows he owns that skin. It's the greatest skin on Warwick. So we'll give him a pass here. But I don't know who his captain is. Hopefully you're in the stream. How about you get on him for that one? And if you don't get on him, then you should be fired. But anyway, so we're getting into game here. And Jin already with the happy feet dancing around. Let me see here. I need to incorporate my scoreboard.
Yep, I'm also running through the same couple things. Apologize for any problems here, everybody else.
And we might have a pause here because Garen hasn't. Okay, he's got the buy. Okay. So we've got a really hefty start out here from the red team, going strong in the bot side and the blue side too. Oh, we're going to have a catastrophic series of events here if you are red. I mean, I don't. If I'm Ad Cuties, I'm getting out. But obviously they don't have.
I don't think they have the vision of that. So
they don't, because they haven't moved and they haven't pinged yet. And God knows, whenever you see the pings, you know everything's coming out. Plus, they have that random ward on that one bush coming in, but they're not expecting Try to be warded. So Memento Mori, if they just stall it out, they might have a double kill here.
Oh, we got some mastery flashing going on. Here we go.
Yeah, and you know Ad Cuties, man. They're captains in the stream right now. I don't know if he is or not, but if he is, he's screaming in Skype. Guys, get out of that bush, run. So I don't know if that's gonna happen. Oh, they panicked, they left. No.
Oh no, they're going. They see the Xayah.
Oh, Xayah asleep at the wheel. Xayah is asleep at the wheel, and Warwick gets the first blood. Not sure if that was the intended target, because, like you mentioned earlier, the binding is about a 3-year binding, so that would have been really nice to have on Warwick, but I guess it's better than nothing.
So it looks like Jin goes to lane already, and Warwick will deletion, so... Mid lane, where we got some aggressive trading, wow.
That's an interesting adaptation, bot lane. I like that, because it's going to give Jin a very early level 2, probably off of... this creep and one more, and maybe 2, because of the shared experience with Morgana. But yeah, if they can capitalize on that, they get some jungle pressure bot side. That's a pretty early dragon. What do you think?
I definitely think right now with how AD Cuties is playing with that bottom lane, I don't look to see them having much pressure unless Rek'Sai comes down.
Exactly. And Dream already has a... okay, never mind. He doesn't have a moderate CS lead because Xayah is going to be able to farm this out. King keeping his CS okay. And yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to be too bad in that aspect anyway.
Of course, this
Warwick is taking blue buff, and Rek'Sai might... Okay, she's not looking for the invade. Oh, she is. Okay, here we go.
Looks like we're gonna
they see each other.
I don't think she saw him. Let's get up there.
She has to see him now. She has Tremor Sense. Okay, the Tremor Sense sees him. He pings. Oh, goodness. Okay. And
that flash already.
Penny forcing the flash. And, okay, she might be... Okay, the Q goes in. The taunt. He's got the red buff slow.
Kenny's gonna maybe...
He's gonna flash. Okay. Oh, my goodness. They're just going so ham. He's got the flat. He's got the red buff too. Okay, he gets out.
Of course, the directed camera would shoot us back down in the bot lane.
Oh, we do have some interesting action bot lane. It looks like Dream actually is going to be looking at a CS lead if he can make sure he gets all this. So if I'm Sona, I want to be walking up and hitting that Q over and over and over again so I can keep him off this wave. But don't think that's going to happen.
Of course, didn't get a chance to see
the
good binding. The star
okay,
rise.
Dream goes in. Good shield. Shield saves his life. The heal, a little bit maybe unnecessary, but the black shield from Star definitely saving his life.
Now, did you get a chance to catch all the Keystone Masteries? Because whenever we flashed to mid lane, it looked like the Galio, Blade SD, is running Deathfire Touch.
Oh, really? I my client doesn't show that, but if that is the case, let me hover over. Oh, he is. Oh, interesting. You think that's intentional or that's a wrong mastery?
It's hard to really say. I mean, right now he's going to be pretty much with how their team is set up. I mean, I don't really see too many magic damage sources on their team, so I think it might be intentional.
Interesting.
It certainly helps him trade a bit better in lane every time he throws out a Q.
And how about we go to this top lane now? Garen, if he gets... Okay, he's not going to get every one of these CS, but, like, he is holding his own against a ranged champion. I don't think that I gave Tiny enough credit while we were in champion select. I do think Death is gonna bring the pain once he hits 6, but right now Tiny is definitely holding his own.
Yeah, definitely interesting to see that. A little bit is has to do with that the gang swinging in early. I mean, Death's design doesn't have any points down, and he doesn't have flash. So right now he's sort of just looking, he's getting some of those aggressive trades, but the other thing is, if you're Garen, you know the passive that lets him get back. Yeah, and Rek'Sai is looking, she's got the tunnel, there's the Q. Okay, misses the knockup, but that's okay. Still gets the kill because Urgot has nowhere to go. Garen just spinning to win, decimating that wave. Hopefully, Death doesn't even have teleport. Oh, that's a brutal walk to lane. He's probably gonna miss about what, half that wave? Yeah, definitely a lot of gold on the table that he's not gonna get.
It wasn't punished by Ad Cuties as much as it could have though, because if Rek'Sai would have stayed and pushed that, he probably would have lost that entire wave. Not that it's still gonna, it's still gonna hurt really badly, but it's not as bad as it could have. And we got a big fight mid lane. We've got Timber's drop.
Oh wow!
Doesn't matter. He smacks him up. Smack. And Galio flash and get away.
And for
Demacian stand. Is that what that's called? Demacian standard?
Click on him and find out. You can always hover it.
Well, let's see here. Demacian Justice. He calls the Retribution.
Definitely some good plays here early by AD Cuties. Now here's the other question: is it Ad Cuties or AD Cuties? AD carry. That's the question.
I don't know. I thought it was like ad, like we're constant. Yeah, because they're constantly looking for new players. They're constantly putting out ads. Ad Cuties. Add us, because we're cuties.
We'll have to clarify this later then.
Coach, if you're in chat, hit me up with the PM ban from Dota. Anyway, I'm going back bot lane because we've got a 15 CS lead coming out from my boy King and Han. I don't know that I've ever played against him in a game before. Can't say that I'd want to, because if he's playing Sona, he's definitely got an interesting champion pool.
Well, I mean, we did try to, I guess, maybe repress that we did play Han, so we'll forget about that.
Oh, we did? Oh, was he playing his tried and true Rakan?
I believe that might have been it. It was, that was the Tempest League finals, but, that's in the past.
Yes, we will not speak of that. Anyway, okay, so we've got some fighting bot lane. Xayah uses the root, gets it. Dream is running away. Oh my goodness. Xayah, excuse me. Morgana is limping away, popping that potion. We've got the gang from Wow, I can't speak. You're gonna have to take over. Take over.
We get the double snares here, keep gold chains. All the ults are coming out right now.
Oh, good flash from Xayah. Misses the 4th ulti shot. We've got Rek'Sai. Rek'Sai pops the ulti. Oh my goodness, we've got Tibbers. Where's he at? Tibbers! Okay, so we've got... Galio is trying his hardest to try and make something up here. The flash from Rek'Sai. Tibbers gets dropped to tank the tower. Doesn't matter, doesn't need it. Rek'Sai laughs that damage off.
This, I'm gonna actually, to rewind this, we actually had solo kill top lane. Tiny Tally kills Death's Design too.
Alright, well I'll let you take that one over. I'll stay live.
I see what happens. Death's Design goes for the flash and the knockup of Tiny Tally trying to teleport. And here's the funny thing. Death's Design lands his ult and is dragging Tiny Tally in to kill him. However, Tiny Tally is able to survive because Death's Design actually dies. What is it that he dies to?
Was it the spin to win?
I think it was a tower shot. I need to watch this again. To get the time controls up. But yeah, I mean, Death's Design goes, cancels the TP. And as he's fighting... you know what? The overpowered cannon minions.
OP, Riot, please, give me the nerf. You know, patch, what is it, 7.14 comes out tomorrow? 14 or 15 something? It comes out tomorrow, so I mean, maybe they'll have a hot fix. Them cannon minions, they'll get you.
Sorry for everybody that just watched that massive monstrosity of just speeding up to the present time.
Are you back to full? Are you back to present? Okay, so we've got some fighting going topside.
Yeah.
You go ahead and take it, because I don't know where you're at.
Steve Nicollet actually coming up? No, he's not going to come up to help out, and Death's Design is now on bottom lane. On ults, Desona, what is that ult?
Crescendo. Crescendo.
Okay.
Yeah. Or crescendo? I don't know. Potato. Doesn't matter. Okay, we got the root. We got the binding on the minion. The Secret Service minion coming out. I got you, Chief! Man, give that man a raise. Okay, we've got the stun and the Pyromania mid lane. Okay. And she misses the binding bot lane. So we've got a lot of bloodthirsty players in this game. I don't know what's going on bot lane, but
back to mid lane here. We got more going on here. Yeah, there's a lot going on in this game at this point. I guess it's sort of to be expected. These team comps sort of are suited for this kind of play right now.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like there was that skirmish where it was at bot lane, and then all hell broke loose. Man, the top broke, and everybody and their brothers coming out. Oh my goodness, Tibbers dropped. Oh my goodness. Man, I don't think my boy Blade. He was respecting the full-on burst, even with that MR build. Oh, I guess MR. He's only got boost, but he fails the ulti. And okay.
Shoots by King Gold Chains.
King is putting out some damage though, and Rek'Sai going off. She fails the binding on the minion, and Rek'Sai stands there. Oh, let him back. Monsters. He got a family. Okay, so. Annie's probably...
I want to point out, Dream just happened to flash that ult from Kenny there. Starrise did that earlier, actually, and I don't think they realized that if they wait until she actually popped up first. Of course, we just had a kill on Cavendish who overextended for that first tower. Was that first tower actually?
Yes, it was first tower. Yep. It was.
If they time it just right, they can actually flash the ult itself, but only after she's popped up out of the ground. So...
I don't know if you were watching that dragon fight. But that thing had 67 health for, I kid you not, 4 seconds. I don't know what was going on there. It was like miscommunication. Nobody wanted to seem to hit it. But thank God there wasn't a random, a jinx zap or literally anything. They could have taken that thing. I don't know what was going on there, but they got the elemental Drake. That's all that matters. It's all that matters.
Of course, that was an air dragon, so that was not a massive priority. But I mean, hey, if it's free, you might as well take it.
Yeah, and it'll help Rek'Sai as she's roaming around the jungle. Right now, she's not even packing boots, but she is backing. So we might be okay. There's the merge red.
That's actually about to gank me again.
Oh my goodness! They're really just punishing his lack of mobility. I don't know if the first pick Urgot was expected to be able to. Oh my goodness, King! He has a family. Jeez. King is going off. He uses the flash, gets the crescendo off, gets the stun, double kill. Add Cuties going off.
And just a very well played sequence by the King Gold Chains on him. They saved their CC for when they needed that between the the feather call and then also the crescendo.
Okay, we've got a fight mid lane. They suppress the Rek'Sai, taunt him. Okay.
Or is his teammates gonna?
I don't think he's caught at all. I think he knows exactly the limits of his champion and he knows what he can do. Oh, he's got the ulti. Okay. They've got the flash Q.
The flash on the Rek'Sai ult. All the death designs going in. Is he going to get it?
Oh my goodness. Oh, Cavendish. Greeds. The blood is in his eyes. He sees it. He wants it so bad, Gio, but he can't have it.
Yeah, very well played there by Blade to turn around and get that CC. And of course, everybody's best friend.
This game is, I'm not going to say one-sided in any way, shape, or form, but it has been, in terms of power pushing, it has been a dismantling of Memento Mori. Hopefully they can bring it back and get some towers, but as of right now, they're sitting low and pretty with a big fat 0. The other,
looking at just
Cuties.
the gold difference is a very wide difference here. I mean, we're at 10,000 gold difference almost.
And we've got, oh my goodness, Warwick can't even go into his own jungle. That's the worst feeling as a jungler. Whenever you can't even get into your own jungler because the enemy team is.
Dream, though, to pop that blast code and get out. But of course, yes, poor Zesty Niblet, just trying to walk through his own jungle and just completely annihilated.
And then you just have to watch your pink ward coverage, which you died getting, fall to the enemy hands. Like, you can't do anything. And Dream here, he wants to fight back. He's angry, man. He's been pushed around. Oh, Timbers is dropped. Sit down. Cavendish right now is actually
all the way through that. That's design going to 1v5 almost. It's interesting that they just basically ignored him.
I don't think that they realize that his ulti can truly just. I mean, even if he is so far behind, like it's true damage based on their missing health. Anyway, okay, we got a crescendo going in. Stuns up everybody except Death's Design has the black shield, but still falls victim to, I believe it was Xayah. Is that who killed him? Xayah?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Morgana gets caught. Oh, the Demacian Justice comes down. Not enough damage, though.
With the Ultrox of the curtain call, but nobody's present for that one as far as making their last. I don't know. I'm trying to make a joke here about acting and curtain calls. It's not working.
Hey, man, we went to college for real things. We didn't go for acting. Not to take a shot at anybody who acts. Not to take a shot. Not taking a shot at anybody. I'm just saying we went for school for I guess I'm just gonna stop talking because I already have a foot in my mouth. And yeah, so this unorthodox Annie pick, man, coming up clutch. With the exception of that one play where he just kind of lost his mind and tower dove mid, he definitely paying up dividends.
Point, you think you're far enough ahead, you are able to do that. So I mean, but it's interesting. I wanted to point out earlier the build path. I mean, Annie Cavendish there has the Lichbane as his second item. Now, as you pointed out before, Ionian Boots on both Cavendish and Han for their flash ult is.
And I mean, look at the item disparity in mid lane alone. Like, poor Blade doesn't even have a completed item yet. Working on a Rod of Ages, it is 18 and a half minutes in, and he does not have the gold to build it. That is awful for him because he can't do anything. He's just watching his teammates die, and he doesn't have the stats to go in and fight, and he doesn't have any damage to back it up. And Niblet just gets caught. And they are pulling it out so hard. Add Cuties. No fear at all. Gets grinded up though, but oh my goodness, Zaya. Zaya is an absolute monster right now. 10, 1, and 8. No fear. 2v5 as you pointed out. The only addition being Annie after the fact.
And then here comes Tiny Tally and Kenny in later to help get this tower and this in.
Send Tibbers to his lowly death at the hands of the tower. Get that tower. Get one of the towers. Please, Annie. Okay, she decides to save him. She says, nope, it's okay. I like my Tibbers.
Now, of course,
we've got the Warwick ulti, the last ditch effort. The curtain call comes out. He's trying to taunt them up, but it's too little, too late, I think. Okay, so they've got the... Oh my goodness, Urgot goes in, gets annihilated. Tibbers is getting pissed, he's going off. And we've got Rek'Sai diving in, flash by the Morgana. Flashes out because he's in tower range. Oh my goodness, the knockup by... Oh, okay. And we... Okay. We take a break here, we take a breath, let me catch my breath. I need some water. Need some water, ladies and gentlemen. Gio, you take me over.
We'll get a replay of all of that. Hopefully we get this. That was a long fight. Zesty Niblet all engage. Of course, I believe we have Black Shield on me, so I'm trying to get this here done. Yeah, Zesty Niblet trying to keep his teammates to get up. Goes in, ults. Black Shield comes in after. The curtain call comes down, stacks a good bit of damage on Cavendish on the and Death's Design is able to pick up the anti-kill and get Cavendish out of this fight. He's definitely one of the biggest threats there. And then meanwhile, Trigger is able to get a lot of damage on King Gold Chains and on also Kenny. And ultimately Blade as he picks that up. So, would you say that this was maybe an overstay on ADC's part?
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt.
I guess it's hard to really not say it was.
It's, like you said earlier, it's thinking that you're invulnerable, whenever you kind of essentially are, but like, going for those dumb plays because you think you're so much further ahead than you actually are.
Of course, I mean, even with them doing that, which, they're still up 13k gold. I mean, that is just an enormous lead, and it's still ADC's game to lose, and even if they did that 3 or 4 more times, okay, well maybe 3, if they did it 2 or 3 more times, I think they might still get the top. And keep both chains and prepared by themselves.
And I think that's the story of this game is top lane, like you called out to begin with. It was which top laner could get ruling first, and Death's Design going 3 and 7, and Tiny Tally not having a death to his name yet. Again, not calling either of them a good player or a bad player, simply falling victim to the fact that the other team did what the one team did. Add Cuties or AD Cuties doing what Memento Mori wanted to do better.
Right, and of course, once Kenny got ahead on that Rek'Sai with that, I mean, that was a big swing. He was able to take that pressure that he got from top lane and exert it everywhere else.
Yeah, and don't forget, too, Memento Mori started this game out 2-0.
They did.
Oh, the Flash Tibbers initiation. Garen goes in, the crescendo comes down. Kenny is just wrecking stuff up in the back. The Demacia Justice comes down. Okay, so... oh my god, and they wipe the floor. Demacia Justice. Oh.
For Demacia.
Dude,
but yes,
Garen.
5-0 ace there to close out this game, so... Game 1 will indeed go to AD Cuties or Cuties. we'll get some clarification on
The jury's out on whether or not that's ad cuties or AD cuties. We're not going to listen to them either way because we know it's potato. But I'm going to say ad cuties.
All right. So definitely a very strong showing this game by their team, the Cuties. Well, we can call them the Cuties. Very strong showing there, and I think, yeah, we both sort of looked at that. It was a matter of not just the top lane matchup itself, but the jungle pressure in it.
And look at the ending gold. Now, I mean, that's a little inflated because of the kills at the end and the towers, but you're
Loading.
You're a little bit,
there we
yeah.
go. Okay, so the advanced details.
20k gold. 20k gold in the lead. The mid laners had there was like almost a complete item. They're over an item difference between Annie and Galio. 2 levels on him, 3 levels on between the 2 carries. Dream being level 11 and King gold chain. Is that what 219 or Z19? Chains.
Chains.
Chains. Okay, he's level 14. Han level 12 to Star Rise is 10. I mean, just looking at stats across this game, let's see here. Graphs. Annie's damage through the roof. So is Zaya's. Almost, actually over double. Almost tripling their opponent's damage, which is to be expected from a Galio, but not so much from a Jhin. I mean... And
it seemed especially that bottom lane fight that happened. I mean, Rek'Sai, Kenny already ahead on Rek'Sai, goes bottom lane to help exert that pressure. You have a 4 versus 4 bottom lane party that swings in favor of the Cuties, and I think that's really what sealed it bottom lane. And meanwhile, top lane was already won after some of those earlier ganks. So it was just a matter of sort of taking whoever was ahead, letting them keep their pressure, and then exerting it elsewhere. Definitely a snowballing game, for sure.
I'm kind of sad because my client does not show vision score. And as a support main, I like to see vision score. I see vision and wards placed and wards destroyed, but I do not see vision score. And I don't...
That would be under stats. Where is that vision score?
I think it might be because we're spectating and not in-game. I don't know. But... I mean, even from a warding standpoint, you can see that with the exception of the 2 champions that should be doing it, junglers and supports, you have a clear discrepancy in the number of wards placed between Annie and Galio, number of control wards bought, which actually... Annie and Galio, neither of them playing for the team. 0 control wards bought. Who's their coaches? We need to have a meeting in here because somebody needs to be telling these guys, buy your pink wards.